Alan, tell me about Homestead.
Okay. Homestead is from Angel Studios. This one kind of caught me by surprise because I didn't know too much about it until I started into the film. But if you look at the poster here, you see a nice farmland here. What happens is a nuclear bomb goes off in Los Angeles. A family decides that they need to go to the homestead for protection. This homestead exists in Colorado. It's run by Ian Ross, played by Neil McDonough, and Neil has built this kind of compound in the middle of nowhere in Colorado, and he knew one day things would fall apart. The government would collapse, which is starting to happen, and decided that he needed to provide for his family in case such an event happens. So not only did he build the homestead, but he contracted some military special forces veterans to now join the homestead and protect it. And so the movie plays out, well, what if this event happens? What if the U.S. government falls apart and collapses? And what if you were resourceful enough to create this homestead? What would happen? You know,
so it's like people, a science fiction in a way.
Kind of, yeah. Post-apocalyptic fantasy. So right. Obviously, you know, the neighbors start showing up. Hey, we know you have food in there. Can you let us in? Can you share some of that food? No. And then he's got these military guys to keep the friends out. And then people start swarming the homestead, innocent or not. You know, at one point, someone accidentally gets killed for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they have to deal with that. Also, the rats are getting to the wheat, and so they're running out of food faster than they thought they would. This is from Angel Studios, which would imply that there is a Christian message behind, and there is. And it's very interesting because about halfway through the film, you start realizing, what would a Christian do if they were in this position? You know, what would a Christian do if the neighbors showed up begging for food? You know, what would you do? You know, there's all this paranoia going on. And now you have God playing in the picture. Do you trust God or do you trust your paranoia? And this is how this movie kind of plays out. And I found it fascinating. Also, if you didn't know this, but this movie is basically the pilot to a series, to a television series that you can watch at the Angel Studio website. And so there are several episodes that now follow this movie, which I found fascinating as well. You know, I'll give it to Angel Studios. Like I said, I've been a Christian a very long time, and early in my life, Christian movies were just consistently awful. This one I just found fascinating on the level of the Left Behind series. It's kind of that what if, you know, the filmmakers really get a handle on pushing the plot to its logical extreme, and then ask the question, what would you do in this situation? And that's exactly what this film is. And so, yeah, highly recommended. Just fun to watch. If you're a fan of the post-apocalyptic films, including Left Behind, I think you're gonna have fun with this one. Neil McDonough, I appreciate the fact that he's getting into Christian films, and he's definitely bringing the gravitas that the genre desperately needs.
So you recommend it?
I recommend it. It's in theaters for a limited time. And awesome. You can pass it on to a friend. So you can go to the website and give free tickets to friends.